We have Al-Qaeda there, we have Hezbollah. Remember, Hezbollah has fired already thousands of rockets into our cities. It's committed to our destruction. So is Al-Qaeda. There are jihadist elements, believe it or not, in addition to them, inside Syria, the worst Islamist radicals in the world. So obviously we're concerned that the weapons that are groundbreaking and could change the balance of power in the Middle East would fall into the hands of these terrorists. And we always reserve the right to act to prevent that from happening.
Like when in January, where Israel struck a Syrian government weapons convoy said to have been heading to Hezbollah in Lebanon.
Well, I'm not confirming news reports.
Well, Ehud Barak basically did. When he was asked about it, he said, well, when Israel says something, it means it.
Well, I'm the Prime Minister, and I tell you that I prefer to just state our policy. That's our policy. And it's clear that this is a serious challenge. By the way, not only to us. I mean, if chemical weapons fall in the hands of Al-Qaeda, that's a challenge to Britain. It's a challenge to Europe. It's a challenge to every Arab country in the Middle East.
What did you say to David Cameron, the British Prime Minister, in your talks? Did you urge him not to lift the arms embargo against arming the rebels?
Well, whatever I said to him was said in a private context, and I can assure you that we see eye to eye with the British government about preventing further terror and bloodshed in Syria. It's a complicated picture because because you have bad fighting the bad.
I know you don't reveal private conversation, but did you urge him to be extremely cautious?
The main arms that concern us are the arms that are already in Syria. The arms that these are anti-aircraft weapons, these are chemical weapons, and other very, very dangerous weapons that could be game changers.
So what happens next? There are reports that Israel itself has reached out to some of the rebel groups. There are reports you're even arming some of them.
If we did,
did you?
And I'm not confirming that we did, and I'm
not getting into that denial. Would it make sense to be in touch?
Well, if we did, you know, it wouldn't make sense to talk about it, even on the BBC, you know. And I'm not confirming that we're doing that. We're very careful. I said that the arming of rebels presents the question of which rebels and which arms, and that's a very complicated question for every country, including my country, Israel.
Is Israel planning a more aggressive military operation in Syria?
We're not aggressive. We don't seek military confrontation, but we are prepared to defend ourselves if the need arises, and I think people know that what I say is both measured and serious.
What does that mean?
That means that we're measured
You have a new plan?
and serious.
Do you have a new plan?
We have a constant plan to defend our country.